Hey, everybody, welcome to another episode of Automation Nation inside Barnum, inside the automation trailer. I'm your host, as usual, Cody, and I'm here with Mr. Scott Tessier, who is the one and only automation trailer driver,
The only driver,
getting
yeah.
ready for the 2026 trailer
Yeah.
season again. Scott, you want to give me a little recap of either last year or just how things are going with yourself?
Yeah. So obviously last year we expanded. So last year we made it down to we made it into Florida. So we expanded our territory. So now the trailer makes it to Florida. This year we're adding Texas to the list as well. Also, I might be hitting up some Mississippi and some Missouri.
Jeez.
Also heading out east, we're actually going to make it out into the east side of Pennsylvania. We're going to make it into Maryland this year. And I think there's also a little trip to New Jersey. So
Did you guys dabble in New York at all last year?
we did. We actually made it up into eastern New York over by, what is it? I forget the name of the town, but right on the coast, right there next to Toronto. Or
Kind of Buffalo
yeah,
area?
Buffalo. That's what I was
Yeah.
looking for. Buffalo. Yeah. So I made it over there. So it's pretty
That
nice.
is a heck of a loop with this
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. It was.
So how long was the 2025 season? When did you start? When did you end?
So we
Because
started.
obviously
Yep.
it's longer now that we're going down south and all these other places
Yeah,
than
we
normal.
were trying to keep the same format. So last year we went 8 months. So we started mid March and we ran into mid November. This year we're going to be doing mid March again, all the way to mid November. The nice part is like after the mid November, we'll probably take a little break. But the nice part is the trailer is going to be available through the winter time down south. So if any special events come up, any special customers need to see the trailer, we'll just pull up the wheels and head on over and go
So is
do our.
that a little teaser for a new warehouse or new office down south, or is it going to be somewhere that already exists?
So we do have a new office coming in the Nashville area, so that's going to be there. However, we're going to be keeping it. We actually have a barn that we're going to be keeping it in down there, so we can literally just pull it out anytime we need to. So
Sure.
it'll be prepped and ready, and we can just head out on a moment's notice to go see any customers. So the goal is to make it so that way it's available all year round instead of just through the 8 month
Yeah,
time
it does
frame.
kind of get locked in place here in Michigan as soon as winter hits.
Yeah,
It's once it's here, it's here. If you want to come see it, there's a good chance it's completely torn apart.
exactly.
Like so the plan I guess is to keep it a little more pseudo up and running
Right.
and if we're gonna do some changes on it, do it slowly, board by board,
Yeah.
not just a whole revamp.
Yeah, exactly. So like even now we're talking having boards done probably in October, starting them, and then just replacing them as a one-off, not doing any more teardowns of the trailer. But if we opt to redo a board,
Hmm.
we'll have it done ahead of time. We'll ship it down south. We'll install it. We'll do the control side of it, and then we'll be right back out on the road. So downtime, we're talking maybe 5 to 10 days instead of taking 3 months off throughout the entire winter.
Sure.
So,
I mean, this thing's a heck of an effort when it
hmm
does get done. So going kind of down that path
hmm
probably would streamline it, like you said, make things a little more available.
yeah,
But
and also with the expansion of the territories, we have so many salesmen now, and so many salesmen want the trailer. Now
yeah,
it's almost becoming a tug of war, and it's making it more difficult because we have such a limited time frame. So, if we're open all year round, we can then again maybe focus a little bit more spring and winter down south,
hmm
even further down south, and then a little bit more focus up in the north in the basically
yeah,
late
because up,
spring,
up here,
summer.
Barnum has such a good handhold on all their kind of customers already that it's not as big of a priority to get this out. I mean, a lot of
hmm
this, the veteran salesmen have probably shown the trailer, even though it changes every year,
hmm
shown the trailer to their customers enough times that they're like, if you really want to see it, we can maybe schedule something, but
Right.
let's reserve it more for the new territories, the
Right.
new guys, the ones that are real excited to show it off. And it's a
Exactly.
heck of a sales tool, whether it's a
Absolutely.
sales tool, but just a billboard
Yeah.
or just,
Yeah.
just a foot in the door or anything. I mean, this thing is
Especially for
just
new
wild.
customers, right? New customers are really a strong focus for us, especially because so many people can distribute a sensor or distribute a device,
Yep.
but when we come in and we can show that we can also talk the knowledge base behind the device and we have the technical support and the application support to back it up,
Yeah.
that is really where this trailer shines is when we can start talking bits and bytes. in front of the customer
Hmm.
off any device on this trailer and really showcasing Barnum's true capability.
Yeah, and you can brag that it was Barnum personnel that programmed,
Hmm.
installed, built all this, not a third party.
Hmm.
You're not reaching out to some integrator or controls house on questions on this stuff. It's the same people who are trying to help you and sell the product that also are going to support the product.
Absolutely.
And it just is a
That
neat tool
it's
and,
nice to
and
see,
a neat
especially
little
when
bragging point.
yeah, especially when you see they come in and they're just like, "Oh, you guys are serious," and
Yeah.
we're like, well, "Yes, we're serious. This is what we do."
Yeah, I can imagine how many people when they come on this trailer pull you aside and be like, "How much does this thing cost?"
Hmm.
Because I mean, there is an investment in this.
Absolutely,
I mean,
absolutely.
it's it's pretty cool. Every year it's different.
Yeah.
There's still some stuff that's similar because
Hmm.
obviously a lot of the stuff is so good you don't want to take it off.
Hmm.
But then we want to showcase some new stuff and
Yeah,
here
lots of
and
new
there.
stuff this year too.
But yeah,
Lots of
so
new stuff.
so on the new stuff, I
Yeah.
guess, what is kind of the big heavy hitter new things that people are going to find if they were on it last year, want to see it again this year,
Yeah.
or not? If it's their first time, what's the new big things we're showing off?
Well, I think we actually have a few. We actually have the Kubler product line. Now, this one I'm really excited for. So, all of the encoders,
Hmm.
the string potentiometers, the displays, the Kubler brand itself, even the slip rings, like in terms of being able to send power through basically a circular axis, is just absolutely amazing. And we now have demos of it on the trailer. And I really think that a lot of customers are going to see that and find ways that they can start implementing that as well, especially on the encoder side, right? Encoders, right? Most, if you're using servos, they have encoders, they have feedback. However, if you're using a traditional VFD, for example, position is a little bit more difficult.
Hmm.
It's just an easy add-on. Especially, we also showcase it in IO Link.
Yeah.
So we have IO Link. We also have it over Ethernet IP. We have safety encoders as well. So I mean, really, we have the full range of encoder technology that we can showcase this year on the trailer.
Yeah,
That is one of the ones
that
I'm
is a
excited
nice
for.
one.
Another one that I was really excited for from Kubler are their displays. They actually have displays. Now, mind you, we're in the realm where everything goes back into an HMI. But
Hmm.
sometimes you just need a very small display.
Yeah.
Maybe it's an hour meter, maybe you have a counter, a timer, whatever the case is. But now we have these counters and timers that also have IO link capabilities. So now I can send sensors into the display and then transmit that data over IO link to the PLC,
Sure.
or vice versa. I can use the display for any of the data that I'm holding in the PLC. So if I have a timer or a counter that I need to display without having to drop in a much larger HMI and have the cost factor of an HMI, I can now do it on a very small display for relatively inexpensive.
And I guess no real software programming
Yeah.
with a little display like that
No
then too.
software, exactly. Just plug it in and you're off and running. You don't have to do much. It's
Yeah,
really, really nice.
that is cool. That Kubler brand alone seems to be very diverse. I mean, they
Hmm.
make their name with encoders, but there's a lot that goes hand in hand with them.
Hmm.
That's going to be a really cool showcase
Yeah,
this year.
the one I'm really excited for. Also, Banner has their new safety, basically their IP67 safety controller out now, the
Yeah.
RSIO. So now we actually have another safety device over Ethernet or SIP
Hmm.
version that is actually on the trailer now. So we have a demo of that, and that one I'm really excited for. That looks like a really, really good device that we'll be able to showcase. Um, and everyone's telling me, even from the programming perspective, it's much easier than a lot of the devices that are out on the field. The programming side of it is very, very simple. So I think that'll be a nice showcase to be able to tell that story to
And
customers.
that's a device that literally came out like within the last month or two. So I
Hmm.
mean, we got early adoption of it here on the trailer, working to show people before. I mean,
Absolutely.
a lot of stuff people said, "Oh, I've used that before." It's kind of neat to see the way you're using it, but that's definitely a device that is going to be
Yeah.
probably first time
Yeah.
view for a lot of
For
people.
a lot of people, I think we're going to see a lot of people seeing it for the first time. We got a brand new PC that's actually enclosed from Dynex. I think that's going to be a really nice one. That one actually has a really that's gorgeous looking. I
Yeah,
mean,
it
for
looks
having
really HD
yeah, for
and
having this
just
industrial PC that typically people have to put in an enclosure,
yeah.
this thing it looks really, really good. It looks really good.
And then we got a board back there that's all orange too.
Yeah,
That we sent that out to the supplier to build. We
yeah,
didn't actually build that one. That's our first fully supplier handled
yeah.
board,
That
right?
was supported 100% by Weidmuller, and they did a fantastic job on it. Uh, I love the skin on it, the colors. I think it's going to work out really well. And again, it's really showcases their entire product line. Everything from basically anything from industrial connectors all the way to the terminal blocks, all the way up if you want to get into the IoT side, if you want to start having data acquisition and you want to start using PLCs with Code Assist, for example, and you want to start doing things with the cloud, they have the entire interface for that as well.
Yeah, Weidmuller, I guess historically on here has just kind of been some terminals and some
Yeah.
other circuit breakers and stuff, and but their portfolio is massive.
Oh, absolutely.
So it was
Yeah.
about time we kind
Hmm.
of unboxed it a little bit,
Yeah.
let them have their way, and put a little bit more stuff on here to show.
Absolutely. And they did a really nice job too. I mean, everything on there looks really good. They also have their battery backup system. We're showcasing that on there. So we have a version of their battery backup system. And like I said, some of their power distribution too. I think that's really going to be a popular one this year as well. Power
Yeah,
distribution.
yeah. I mean, without we didn't really do a whole overhaul on this, but I mean, there is a lot of new stuff to look at.
Yeah.
Like, regardless of it not all being torn apart,
Yeah.
you guys did a lot,
Yeah. All the
changed a
new,
lot.
yeah, the banner lighting, a brand new banner lighting board, and that thing just glows. I think you
Oh
guys
yeah,
can probably see
that
it
is
from
going to
there.
be
Yeah.
the first glance people
Yeah.
walk in. I think we've heard that so many times about it. Oh, it's a disco in here,
Yeah,
stuff like that. And
exactly.
again, those lights just draw
Yeah.
people.
We did also did SIP safety from SMC as well. So now we're actually showing their safety modules from the SMC brand. I think that's really going to be exciting as well. We added some more Protex onto the trailer, some Motex, and we also have our new mag switch demo as well.
Yeah, the introduction that you did starting last year with these small boards was
Hmm.
kind of a cool way to add more stuff without removing other things, because
Yeah,
it is kind of a fight for space for some
we're
people.
running. We are
And when
running
someone
out
says,
of real
well,
estate.
why aren't I showcased on here? So, well, we can get you on there because we have these little boards now
Right.
that either sit on the angle, like you did with Banner and SMC, or this Mag-Switch one sitting right here on the countertop.
Hmm.
I mean, obviously, if we keep going down that route, there is a lot more space we could fill up on here if
Yeah.
we really wanted to.
And
So,
now we're filling up the drawers also. So now the drawers pull out, and now we have all of our demos
working
inside
demos right in
drawers,
the drawer.
right? So now we have Contranex, like the pocket coder, for example. That's now in a drawer. We have a lot of their weld sheeting that we can pull out and burn right in front of customers and make for really nice demos.
Yeah.
So really trying to fill the drawers up as well, so we have enough to. If somebody has that obscure question, I would love to be able to just open up the drawer and be like, "Yeah, here it is."
Now, quick rundown from you. What is kind of the expectation if a customer has this trailer coming to them? If they're a new customer and they're like,
Hmm.
"Yeah, we'll come have the trailer come by."
Yeah.
What do they do, see, and kind of expect when it comes? Are you getting them lunch? Or is there giveaways? Is
Yeah.
there events going on? Like,
Absolutely.
what's kind of the
So we start with snacks. Obviously, we have coolers full of sodas and water and any drinks, and then we also have snacks like chips and anything that we're looking for in terms of snacks. Salesmen typically, if it's around lunchtime or breakfast, we'll be bringing breakfast, and we also have some lunch provided as well. We also have a giveaway this year. I wish I remember the name of it, but it's the Apple Essentials giveaway. Now I probably mess it up marketing, so I apologize. But they're giving away. In the past, we gave away the Traeger grill.
yeah, that was a huge hit.
Yeah, this year we're doing an iPad. We're doing Apple the full size Apple
Oh,
headphones.
like big over the
Yeah,
ear
the big
ones.
over the ear ones, and an Apple Watch. So they get
Wow.
the entire set, and it's all Barnumized with Barnum cases and all of our branding on there for them too. But that's our new giveaway this year, so they get that as an additional incentive to
That's cool.
to
Is it
come
just
see the
is it
trailer
one for the whole year? Are you doing
every
like
month.
monthly? Like,
Yep, well, every month we're
that's
giving one
cool.
away. Yeah,
So
so it's an entire
every
set.
single person that attends a trailer stop has the opportunity to sign up
Hmm.
for that. And let's say they're the first person on the trailer at the beginning of the year.
Hmm.
They're entered for every month the rest of the summer, right? Or
I
are you cutting
think
them off once
I,
a month?
that one I'm not sure about. I don't. I think it's on the monthly. So I think after the month, I think
It kind of would be kind of an
yeah,
unfair advantage if you were that
yeah.
first person and
It
got
would be really,
eight
yeah,
chances.
it'd be really unfair for the last guy, right?
Yeah.
Where the pool's much deeper. So yeah, we do that. The expectation is when we show up, those I need 11 parking spaces. Like if I can fit this guy in 11 parking spaces, come on aboard, right? And if we can't, we'll park it out on the street and put the flashers
Hmm.
on and throw out some cones and
And you don't need to be a controls engineer or your
No,
purchasing manager to come check this stuff out, right?
absolutely
It's
not. No.
not over everyone's head. They even people who really don't understand what they're looking at
Hmm.
should be able to come out and enjoy it and maybe learn
Absolutely.
something.
Yeah, it's even great when we actually have just like operators come out and they're just
Hmm.
like, "Oh, I know what this is. I know what this is." And the cool part is sometimes they'll say, "Yeah, this thing doesn't work," and then we can then be like, "Well, let's talk to your controls guy, see what's going on," and then we can actually make more dialogue just even off of what an
Sure.
operator says.
Yeah.
So it
Or
works
if
out
they say, "Oh, I wish I had one of these on the line instead of the cruddy
exactly.
one we were using before,"
That's
yeah,
exactly it. Yeah,
really sparks some good
yeah,
conversation.
really fun conversations.
Um, in the past too, you guys have done a 3D walkthrough
Hmm.
visual on this for customers if they couldn't see it or they maybe wanted to remember it from last time. Are you guys doing that again this year?
Yeah, we just recorded it yesterday, so it should probably be up next week and off and running. So that'll be done, as well as we're also going to start doing all the walkthroughs. So if for example you do the walkthrough and you see something, there'll also be an attached video just going through all the devices directly on that board as well. So that
Sure.
way we can just enlighten people what's on there. So that way, if for example you saw something that you liked, you could actually focus in on it and see exactly what we're talking
Yep.
about.
So whether you showed up and didn't have time to look at everything, or there were too many people crowding the trailer and you
Yeah,
couldn't learn about something on a board, or you just couldn't show up in general, you
absolutely.
can still
Yeah.
see what was on here and learn from it. Are you doing those videos yourself?
Yep,
Yeah.
we're starting those right after this podcast right here. So we'll be starting
Awesome.
those. And one other thing that we're also do when people are on the trailer is that if there is a question, we can immediately send over documentation. So if you see something on the trailer that you like or something that you're interested in,
Hmm.
let us know right away. And even before you walk off the trailer, we can actually have that documentation sitting in your inbox
Because
for
this
you to
thing's fully
review.
internet enabled,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, so since we got internet on it, you guys can be logged into your email accounts and
Hmm.
all that and our shared folders and just be let me grab your contact info right here, right now. Send it over.
That's
We all got
exactly we
smartphones,
yep,
tablets,
we
like
want to be ready for you. So that way when you by the time you get back to your desk, all the information's waiting for you. That's what we try to do. Yeah. Sometimes when there's 200 people on here, a little bit harder, but we'll
yep.
try to do our best.
Awesome. This should be a pretty exciting season.
Yeah.
So we are recording this on what day is it today? It is the 13th.
13th.
Friday the 13th.
Mhm.
This officially kicks off next Monday is like the first day on the road, right?
Well, we leave on Sunday the 15th. We have a long drive because we're heading down to Florida.
Florida's the
So,
first stop.
yep, I got a 3-day window to make it to Florida. Our first calls are going to be on Wednesday,
Wednesday.
Thursday, and Friday. So, just because of the long haul, we have a little buffer of a window in there
Yep.
for us. And then from there we reach out to Alabama, then to Texas. There's our first time in Texas, and then we start working ourselves back into the Tennessee area, and then we go out east into the Carolinas.
So how long do you think it'll this big first leg will be before you kind of settle back into up here, or are you just kind of
Yeah.
expecting it to just continue all summer?
Yeah, easy way. We typically say anything right after Memorial Day. Memorial Day we'll be back in the home base area, or we'll be covering like the tri-states in terms of Michigan, Ohio, and Indiana.
Yeah,
A little bit of jogging into the New York State and a little bit into Pennsylvania,
yeah.
but we'll be staying in that localized area for the summer. And then once basically Labor Day hits, we
Hmm.
pivot and go back down south again.
Is there anywhere that we have either a schedule posted or a way to get this scheduled? Like, can people find out where it is if it's in their local area in a way, or is there a good way to reach out to find it?
Yeah, the
Because
easiest
I
way,
mean, I know
yeah,
most people already, salesmen have the people they want to bring it to already
right,
signed up. But if someone's listening to this and say,
yeah,
"I'd really like to see it," is there
yeah.
a way for them to
The
kind of get
easiest
that?
way is to go directly through their salesman, right? Just because in terms of we just have generalized areas that we will send the trailer to,
Hmm.
and then once it gets in that area, the salesman really take charge of that calendar
Yeah.
in terms of the specifics. So we try to leave it up to the salesman, and there it's at the salesman's discretion. So your best bet is just to talk to your salesman and tell them you want the trailer there, and you'll get this bright shiny face.
I know every once in a while too, there's some centralized like events that happen too, where we park the trailer at a
Oh
common
yeah,
location and really just send it out and be like, come
absolutely.
hang out. We're here all day.
Yeah.
Walk through. There's food. Have fun.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
We typically
people
call
can
those
look
our
forward
open
to those.
houses, right? Those are kind
Yeah.
of our open houses. We're doing a crazy event in April in Greenville, South Carolina,
Hmm.
and it's going to be a full day event where it's going to be a really large program. We're going to be there with a lot of our suppliers, and
Oh,
even some of our customers are going to be showcasing product too. So it's going to be more of an automation fair,
that's
and
cool.
that's going to be
And
really
this will just be the
exciting.
little centerpiece to
Hmm.
draw people there, and
Ex-
then everything else is happening around
exactly.
it.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yep. And I know we have a few open houses scheduled for up here in Michigan, and I believe we have a couple more scheduled for Ohio. And then obviously once they do the official opening of our Nashville facility, that will be doing them there as well.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Well, Automation Trailer season 2026 is pretty much officially kicked
It's
off.
kicked off right
I mean,
now.
we're basically almost ready to turn the lights off on this thing, button it up, and you're going to drive it away.
That's it.
So, anything else you want to share on it? I mean, otherwise,
No, I
I
think,
think
like I said, we'll see you guys on the trailer in 2026. And if you have any questions, get a hold of your salesman. And like I said, I'd be more than happy to bring this by your facility.
awesome. Well, thank you, Scott, and safe travels
Yeah,
this year
thanks.
on this trailer. I'm sure we'll be talking to you every couple months
Oh,
here
yeah.
and there. But that's it.
All right. Well,
Thanks,
thanks.
guys, for watching and listening to another episode of Automation Nation. I'm Cody,
I'm
and
Scott.
thank you, Scott. We'll see you next time.